Hey guys, welcome back to the Pineapple Podcast.
Welcome back.
This week we got Jacob.
Hey guys.
Hey, y'all should probably do something different with the mic because he's way back there.
I don't know, just scoot in when you're talking.
So
Okay.
you're basically gonna be like a turtle, lean in when you talk and then you lean back.
Hey guys, how you doing?
That's a really creepy face. It's a good thing we don't have visuals.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not live streaming this.
I mean,
This is why we don't live stream. People would just watch us eat random foods.
Well, no, not stream, just the live podcast.
Yeah. Well, it's live, just a few days delayed. The lag is just a couple of days.
A couple days lag. Yeah.
But no, Jacob is filling in last minute. Our other guy bailed on us last night because he has to go do manual labor. What the heck? He'll be here next week though. So
Yeah, here we only do mental labor, like solve math
mental
problems.
floss, solve math problems.
Solve the
'Cause
equation on my
that's-
hat.
Just right, that's what we do for this podcast.
Well, right now what we're doing is instead of getting McDonald's hash browns y'all know we get every Saturday morning, we tried this new Whataburger breakfast burger. It's not a breakfast sandwich. It's a breakfast burger. And why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
I'm chewing it.
I'm chewing it. Well, it's a bun because
Okay.
it's a burger, and then it's got a junior beef patty on it with three not French toast sticks, 3 hash brown sticks, a fried egg, bacon, and it's got this cream sauce on it.
The overall quality of the burger is I'd say 3 chicken sandwiches combined from McDonald's.
How do you rate quality? How many chicken sandwiches does it make?
So
And then-
Jacob's obsessed with the $1 McChickens. Just a little frame of reference there.
And
So that's a good thing.
bacon's a tad salty. Sauce needs to be distributed a little more, but overall quality, I'd give it
It's $4.
3 out of 5 chicken sandwiches for
Three
$4.
out of 5 chicken sandwiches.
Yes.
Yeah. The only thing that, like he said, the sauce, if they had a little bit more sauce, it would be better. But and it has cheese on it. I don't think I said
And I
that.
may rate it up to a 4 out of 5 because it's all around really
And it's
good
pretty filling,
tasting.
too.
It's just a little bit expensive for.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
It's actually really good. I would come back and get this over a Taco Bell breakfast Crunchwrap.
Those
I know those are
Crunchwraps
really
are
good.
good.
Those Taco Bell Crunchwraps are pretty good, but I honestly like this better.
The thing about the Crunchwrap, too, though, the Crunchwrap is also really filling.
I mean, yeah, it's like that giant hockey puck thing.
Yeah. Matt calls them hockey pucks.
They
So-
are really good.
Anyways, this ain't the food category, so let's move on. Can Jacob even see the document?
Yes.
I got you.
So-
Canadian mom suing
What? We're not going to do
Fortnite?
guess questions?
Oh,
Oh.
forgot about those. We haven't had a guest to ask these two in a little bit, so I forgot.
It's been 3 weeks.
Hey, I forgot, okay?
So my name is Jacob.
What's your occupation?
/ what do you do all day?
Yeah, basically.
School, and I'm trying to get hired
At
by
Hell?
Starbucks. Yeah, Jeremy's Hell. Apparently, it's like the Antichrist cubed. But I don't know. I'll see if they ask me to run into a building.
What's
Alright.
your favorite food?
Favorite
McChicken.
food. Okay, no, it's
McChicken.
not that. It doesn't go quite that far.
I wouldn't doubt it, though.
It's very good, but it's just I compare it to price. It's
Yeah.
good for the price. I mean,
You're
it's
not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's just. But my favorite food would have to be.
Lamb chops.
It's a very hard one because I love pretty much all food. I love chicken wings. I
Ooh.
think that's just like hot wings,
Yep. I
variety hot wings. Just
can dig that.
that would have to be what I say.
Hey.
Or lemon chicken.
Or what chicken?
Lemon chicken.
Okay. I thought you said leaded chicken.
Leaded chicken. It's just chicken with steel plating.
I was
Little hard to go through, but as soon as you get to that core, it is just delicious.
Hey, you probably shouldn't roll backwards when you're talking into the
You want
mic.
hash brown?
No, I'm good.
We had one guy 2 months ago by now. He was spinning in his chair. It's like he would talk like this.
Just talk while he's spinning in the chair. The mic is just like in, out, in, out.
Okay.
So,
Just don't do that. And you'll be
chicken
fine.
wings and lemon chicken.
What is lemon
And
chicken?
McChicken. So you just like chicken.
Chicken's good.
You like chicken prepared well. So,
What is lemon chicken?
Lemon chicken is, so it's like just chicken, but it's breaded in this lemon powder stuff. My mom makes it, and it's just, so it's got this breaded crust that's like lemony, but also bready, and it's just amazing.
Okay.
And you have that with some rice.
Sounds pretty good.
Alright, last guess question. What is a hobby you have, or hobbies if it's too hard to pick one?
Basically, when you're not working on other stuff, what do you do?
So video games?
Minecraft.
Nope, don't play Minecraft. Fortnite though,
You would.
I do.
Oh, you still do?
I still do.
Okay, I saw season 11's coming out or something. I'm like, hey, they still make seasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not even. Well, season 11 is going to be when they actually fully release the game. Because
Oh.
technically it's still in beta.
Oh yeah, you're right. Technically, Fortnite has been in beta this whole time.
They haven't released the beta title.
That's pretty funny.
Oh. Well,
And this isn't 100% confirmed, but we think it's season 11 because there's going to be a new map.
Like an entirely new map?
That's what it sounds like. Not 100% sure. It could be pretty much the same map, but there's so many new locations that have been leaked that it would be hard to fit it on the map that we have today.
So
Is
video
Dusty
games.
Depot still a place?
Well, Dusty Divot is now Dusty Depot.
So they changed it back?
Yeah, they changed it back because of season 11.
Take off that Wii music before I murder you.
No, I'm digging the Wii music.
No,
Wait, no, you need to do the jazz remix.
Is there a jazz remix?
Oh, it's so good, yep.
so your hobby is video games.
And I do mountain biking and stuff like that just randomly. Whenever I'm in the mountains, not too much when I'm in Lubbock. It's hard to mountain bike
I do
in Lubbock.
mountain biking in
Is
Lubbock.
that a PewDiePie hoodie?
Yep.
I just noticed it right now.
Uh,
I saw like the red on the sleeve and I couldn't read it. I'm like, it's got to be a PewDiePie hoodie.
Of course. So, oh yeah, you weren't here when we were talking about that. You were like downstairs getting paper towels or something.
Talking about what?
His hoodie.
Oh,
Off mic.
you already
So-
talked about it.
Yes. You're
yeah,
late to the
Toss.
party.
These topics have already
Old
been discussed.
news. Next on Keeping Up with the Bizarres. So, our next topic, world/personal breaking news, because they're the same thing.
Personal breaking news is just as important as world breaking news.
So there's this mom in Canada suing Jacob's favorite game, Fortnite,
Wouldn't say favorite, but
for being addictive. Straight up, she's like, yeah, it's too addictive.
I mean,
my
I
kid,
would say
she's
that
like, my
through the
kids.
screen they kind of inject cocaine into you just a little bit.
Injected into you through the screen. Okay.
So, I mean, you do get a little high, but not too high.
She's like,
You
it
could
releases a
basically-
dopamine, just like excuse me, having a hard time talking here. She's like, it releases a dopamine while just like cocaine.
I mean, I could sue coffee for being addictive.
It's true. You can sue chocolate.
Yeah, sue
Yeah.
Starbucks. They're the devil.
Sue Starbucks for being
Glad
addictive.
to see you're waking up. But yeah, so like, what do you do with that? This mom, she's like, hey, I'm gonna sue you, video game, because you're addictive. Not because it's bad, not because she's saying it's violent or teaching bad stuff, just because it's addictive. Because that's all her two
And it's
kids
not even
wanna do.
violent. There's no blood. The guy
know, I'm
gets
just saying,
abducted by a
you-
little flying saucer.
It's like nowadays though, when people are suing video game companies, it's because I don't want my kids playing this, terrible game or whatever. But no, hers is just like that's all her two kids want to do is play Fortnite.
That sounds like a parenting problem.
That's
not
what I'm
a
saying.
Video game problem.
Shut off their video games. Boom! You just saved thousands of dollars in court.
Yeah, basically.
because there's
Unplug
no
the
way you're
console.
winning against a billion-dollar corporation. They can hire whoever they want to shut you down.
Basically,
Well, yeah, not only that, but it's just a stupid
It's dumb.
argument.
It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
it's not like she has legit concerns or anything. So, I thought this was funny. So last night, Trump's language on TV is nothing new compared to other presidents. But last night, then he did it. He actually finally swore on live TV at a political rally.
Swore.
Swore. Boom. How do you feel about that? The
I mean,
president.
it doesn't. It really is just a word. It would be the same, depending on the word he said, as him saying crap
Right. Except.
for his self-image.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about Trump, he's way different than any other president we've had. He's
true.
pretty much a meme already.
That's true.
And even before he was a president, I heard it described like he's a mud ball. You can't. He's already got. You can't get any more dirt on him because he's already just a giant blob of dirt.
He's already
So
a giant mud
it
ball.
doesn't matter if you.
Well, he's transparent
swore.
too. Yeah.
So like it doesn't. It really couldn't. You can't. You can find more dirt on him, but it's not gonna change because everybody already knows what he does.
Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting because I'm like, huh, Obama never did that.
I mean, none of the other presidents have.
I mentioned that to my sister, and she's like, Kennedy probably did.
I mean, probably.
I
but
like
don't know.
J.F. Kennedy.
It's my dude.
He is.
Killed right here in the good old Texas. I don't know what that says about Texas, but
Hey, Texas is great.
basically.
That's what it says about him.
That should be our state motto. Texas is great, basically.
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 All right, Jacob. So, have you heard about the Ellen DeGeneres, not controversy really, but news this week with President George Bush?
No, I have not.
All right. So, she got invited by Jerry Jones, who owns the Dallas Cowboys and stuff, and football. Okay, just
I know
following.
that, I
Okay.
know that.
He looked lost. And he invited her a game and stuff this last Sunday. And, she's in the fanciest suite there and stuff. And, she's not really a fancy person or anything. So she was just kind of telling us yeah, I know it's all fancy and all this stuff. And she's sitting with George Bush. And so if you know anything about the two, completely opposite personalities. Right? George Bush is like a, Republican for starters, a Bible man, conservative, all this stuff. And then, Ellen, I assume, liberal, not a Bible person.
Basically the exact opposite.
Exact opposite. And gay.
Yeah.
Straight and gay. That's another difference. And so, two people that couldn't be more different are sitting next to each other. And during the game, then there was a photo of them. They're just chilling, just laughing, having a blast together. Right? And so it's created some backlash that you're like, hey, how could you two people coexist, basically? How could you be, because they're extremely, not just personality different, but lifestyle extremely different. How can y'all be chilling together, just laughing away? And so that's what it is right now. And she said some stuff on her show, talking about, she basically said, her response was, when I say be kind to people, it's not be kind to people who you agree with or get along with or whatever, is what she's saying. She's like, it doesn't matter, what your differences are, is what she came back and said.
Because your opinions don't matter too much when you're hanging out with another person. You're hanging out with the other person for who they are, not what they believe in. And a lot of times what they believe in is who they are, but it's if they're enforcing what they believe on you, that's different. But if they're just being them through what they believe in, it's not going to really matter, because more than likely what they believe in is something good. And George Bush believing in the Bible is something good. So he's not going to see Ellen, not going to see her and just not talk to her or be a middle school kid about it.
Right.
Be a I love that
Good way
description.
of putting it. Good
Be
way
a
of
middle
putting
school
it.
kid about it.
So
That's pretty funny.
yeah, because it's something that we as Christians would expect from George Bush, because that's what we're taught to do.
To not hang out
Love
with those
everyone. No, in support of this.
People. Oh yeah. That's what we're supposed to do. But that's not what
that's what we're
often
supposed
happens.
to do. So I suppose it'd be more from our point of view, from Ellen's point, be like, what? Why is she doing that? But I guess she is a bit of a different breed though too. But what's your take on this?
it's an awesome example of two people that have totally different beliefs just coexisting. I know that word gets used so often, but to me, it's just what happened.
So how do you take this in like a positive way for, 'cause like from a Christian point of view, it's like it seems easy. It's like, well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
It's okay. It's not easy, at least in my opinion. It's not easy.
The thought is easy.
The thought is easy. The thought is easy.
You hear that, Matt Tiemann? The thought is easy, Matt.
But like you can't be constantly hanging out with this person that has opposite beliefs than you, because I don't know. It's just not something that I would want to do. Like, I don't want to go and hang out with people that have opposite beliefs than I do. So
basically, you don't want to go to tech.
Yeah, basically. No, I don't mind like talking to them and like getting along, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to go and hang out with you if we have like totally opposite interests and beliefs. So
Snap.
We can coexist for like an hour, but after that, I'm sorry, I have to go do something else.
Something I think of too, though, is like, I mean, obviously Ellen is a different breed, but
What do you mean by that?
because of, so she really kind, generous person. I mean, you know her reputation, I'm sure, but she has no basis for her actions.
No basis of being kind.
Yeah, so like, what's telling her to be kind? You know, she doesn't follow God, doesn't believe in the Bible, that kind of thing. That's the Christian's basis for being kind, being good, that kind of thing. She doesn't believe in that stuff. So it's like, where does her basis come from?
Well, I think it could just come from... You can be a good person without believing in the Bible. I've had plenty of friends that are just really great people, but don't believe in the Bible. And they could totally coexist with me and be just fine, even though I have completely different beliefs. But
where do they get their goodness from, is my question.
I think it would come back to their parents.
Okay.
And even though they may not, maybe their parents don't
Just
believe in the
being
Bible.
taught
Just being taught.
right for wrong. Which even then I would ask.
Everybody,
Yeah.
even if you don't believe in the Bible, has somewhat of a conscience, and your conscience usually isn't telling you to say,
Go blow up this building.
yeah. Usually it's not telling you to do that. So, and usually it's telling you to be kind, and just more than anything, in the back of you, you want to be kind. So she's just letting that come to the front of her.
Sounds pretty good to me. Is that all we got?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think of anything else for the Bible section, so that's all we're talking about this week for that.
That's all you
Man,
get.
we are really bad Christians.
Basically.
Hey, we had Bible study last night, and we talked about some good stuff.
Thoughts.
And a lot of buildings.
A lot of buildings. Yep.
So,
A lot of buildings.
All right, moving on to food.
the milkman is making a comeback.
Returning to
It's supposed to say London.
London.
Lundo.
In London,
Lundo.
Welcome to Lundo.
cut back waste. So all these millennials in London are like, hey, we're wasting all this plastic on milk. Let's just have a milkman refill our glass bottles for us.
What?
It's like, what is this, the 80s?
Dude.
That's gonna be so inefficient.
Yeah? You're not
I never had a
wrong.
milkman. So I don't know.
Well, it would just be that there's a reason we changed from it, is because we wanted a more efficient way to do things.
Yeah.
So you're returning to
The only
unefficient
experience
way?
I have with the milkman is from like Full House.
And it's like you're wasting plastic. You're just throwing it away, and then it gets either reused or put in a landfill and then reused anyways.
All right. So if it came to Lubbock, Texas, would you rather go to the store and purchase your plastic jugged milk, or would you rather have some sketchy dude that got fired from the ice cream man job he had to deliver milk in glass bottles to your
You're just
doorstep?
stereotyping.
I mean, as
all
long
men.
it depends, because if the sketchy dude also gave me my drugs, I mean, it's a 2-in-1 there. But if I was if it was just a sketchy dude that just gave me milk, I'd rather go get a plastic bottle.
All right. What about you, Zach?
I would probably rather go to the grocery store.
Or go to the grocery store to get your milk in a glass jar.
Or you could do that.
Or you can just be Canadian and we can just get it in plastic bags.
And
Forgot
I
that
don't know
was a
how
thing.
that solves anything.
Basically,
Still
I
a
just wanted to
plastic
flex my
And-
Canadian
but
knowledge.
milk isn't even going to be like getting rid of milk bottles is going to. It's not going to save.
Can I
almost
just make
any amount of
Can
plastic?
I just state a fact?
No.
We are the only mammals after like infancy that drink milk.
You think I care? It tastes great.
Man, Jeremy's spitting fire. Straight
So-
facts.
I just have to say that
You know what else I learned the other day?
you're secretly.
We're
straight.
the only mammals
I'm
that
serious.
use guns.
I mean,
well, it's
you're
just
not
some random fact.
Well, I was gonna say most large mammals align their menstrual cycle to the Earth's magnetic field. Boom, straight facts. That is new research.
Oh yeah. Well, all deaths occur on Earth, making Earth the deadliest planet.
Man, I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
gonna move to Mars after that.
Go to a safer planet.
Yeah.
Hey Jacob. So last night I took a poll. Everyone else in the tent was really mad.
You already said
Stupidest
that.
joke ever.
Dude, you like didn't get it at first, and then last night you're like, oh.
I got it last night, just after a little while.
It took you a minute. So
I mean, like, I was thinking if you took somebody's pole out of the tent,
It's like the
I'd
those
be
Tom
pretty
memes.
pissed.
what?
The Tom memes.
Tom?
Yeah, like from Tom and
I
Jerry.
got you,
His face is just like.
bro. Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of the memes are like that. Like these like
Dude.
random jokes like that.
All right. So we had our Whataburger this morning. Speaking of another sellout company, Yesway, an Iowa store is taking over all subs.
It's taking over all subs.
I don't even know what Yesway is.
I don't know if I've heard of them or not. It sounds
Um,
familiar.
If this is fine, as long
Oh.
as they don't take away my all subs burritos.
Yes. The
'Cause
guy
those are-
the guy made a promise that he will keep the all subs burritos.
So I don't really care. Those all
Yeah.
subs burritos are just necessary for life.
Yeah.
And they better be called an all subs burrito. I don't want a yes way burrito. I want an
Yes.
all subs burrito.
Yes, exactly. So you can go home tonight and sleep rested assured that
The all subs
all
all
burrito.
subs
subs
burrito will
burritos
be
will
fine.
still be there.
Good.
So
That was a fright right there.
yeah,
was a fright.
I know, man. I got you covered. So we already talked about the Whataburger sandwich.
It's not a
So-
sandwich.
Whataburger burger.
What, booga,
It's a
booga?
breakfast burger. The Whataburger breakfast burger. Say that 1,015 times fast.
I can't.
Facts. All right. Next up on food, pumpkin stuff.
Pumpkin crab
I mean, pumpkin spice lattes
are gay.
are amazing.
All right.
But now, so I tried. Have you had Bluebell's new pumpkin spice ice cream?
Is it new, like this year?
No, I don't know if it's
Or is
new.
it
Didn't say
seasonal?
new. I think it's seasonal. Have you had
I've
that?
had, yeah.
That's I don't like it.
So-
Too sweet. Like if it was less sweet.
Okay, so I think
Fine.
there might be two. There's pumpkin ice cream from Bluebell, and then is the pumpkin spice a different one?
Pumpkin spice.
Okay, so it is pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't think I've had that one then.
pumpkin spice.
I always
It
grew up
tastes
every
like-
year we get pumpkin, and that one's good.
Pumpkin.
Actually, we
ice
made
cream?
pumpkin ice cream milkshakes.
That sounds
It's
nasty.
pumpkin. Yeah, it's just
Pumpkin ice
pumpkin
cream.
spice.
I haven't
And
tried
it's
the
just
spice.
too sweet. It has nuts in it, which helps. But
Yeah, the one I had it didn't.
okay,
Unless
yeah,
it has roasted pumpkin seeds in it, it's not.
does
worth
not.
Zach, calm down
I
with
mean,
your pumpkin seeds.
it.
I
I
mean,
mean, plant pumpkins.
It's
at our
good
farm.
for the first like couple bites, and then you're like,
I could see that.
and then it gets just way too sweet. So
No, a few years ago, then not the pumpkin spice one, just the regular pumpkin ice cream. It's more subtle, I think. The spice is too fancy sounding, so just the pumpkin one is more subtle. And we made that into some homemade milkshakes, and it was actually really good. So, all right, what
and that's
what
why
other,
Jeremy's a bodybuilder.
basically. What other pumpkin stuff
The
are
only
y'all
pumpkin
fans of?
stuff I like is pumpkin pie.
Oh, that's just the
pumpkin bread.
best. That's also the best.
Yeah, Pumpkin cheesecake is a good third.
Never had that.
I haven't even had that either.
And fourth, I would say. Wait, no, that's it.
I'm
yeah.
excited
That's it.
for this time of the year all around, just because I like most pumpkin things. It all tastes good to me.
I don't know. I've had some really bad pumpkin things.
Same.
What do you?
Last year I had pumpkin Pop Tarts.
I can see those being
Did
bad.
not like that.
All you need to do is get the brown sugar Pop Tarts.
Strawberry Pop Tarts is where it's at.
Strawberry
The brown
Pop-Tarts
sugar
are
ones are way
good,
better.
But I like the brown sugar ones more.
I don't. Yeah, eat Pop Tarts enough.
I don't
to
eat Pop-Tarts
justify
very much.
getting both flavors
No, you
Yeah, I
shouldn't.
almost
You
never eat Pop Tarts unless I'm.
in a poppy mood.
No, not even that.
In a tardy mood.
Nope. I only eat Pop Tarts
When you run out of
whenever I'm
Tootsie
on a
Roll.
trip and we randomly decided to buy Pop Tarts.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, like when you go on the ski trip. you
Yeah,
get
that's
a bunch
about
of
the only
Pop-Tarts.
time.
Another bad pumpkin item I've had a couple weeks ago was I love Kellogg's Rice Krispie treats. I love Rice Krispies.
I can eat like one once a week and it's good, but as soon as I keep eating them, they taste bad.
Okay, well I don't eat one a week. I don't eat them that often. Anyways, pumpkin. They may have a pumpkin flavor. Pumpkin Rice Krispies. I wasn't a fan.
No, yeah, that does not sound
And there was a
good.
third thing recently, pumpkin I had that I didn't like. I don't know.
You don't remember?
Oh, pumpkin cereal. My family last year they found this pumpkin cereal, and they're obsessed with it. I go through it by the boxes.
Dang.
They get in like a 2 or 3 pack at like Sam's or Costco or something. Pumpkin cereal, like what the heck?
What kind of what brand is it?
I don't remember. Might be
Great Value brand.
at Costco.
Oh, at Costco. So Costco brand, or what's that Costco brand? It's like
Kirkland.
Kirkland, yeah.
Kirkland brand.
All right, last pumpkin question because we probably spent enough time on pumpkin. What's the weirdest pumpkin item that you've heard of so far this holiday season? Is it already the
Weirdest
holiday season? This fall season?
Pumpkin item. Those pumpkin Rice Krispie treats.
There you go.
Those
Alright.
are pretty weird.
Isaac.
I haven't heard of anything like weird that I haven't heard of normally.
Okay, well, what's something weird you've heard of normally?
Pumpkin spice lattes because they're weird. I don't like them.
They taste so good.
I don't like pumpkin
My
spice lattes.
dad likes them.
I'll kick your head off.
Zach,
Just
excuse
straight
me,
up
guys. Let's go
decapitate
pick up
me.
Zach's head off the ground. The weirdest for me would be, I think on Wednesday, I was listening, the radio was on, I was driving to an appointment, and this lady was saying at her church, then she is in charge of ordering the stuff for communion, like every month or however much they need it,
Yeah.
and there was an option, and she opted in for pumpkin flavored communion wafers. So you taking the Lord's Supper with style this season. You
With
go to
pumpkin
church,
flavor.
it's sweater
Instead of
weather,
having grape juice, you got
pumpkin spice. Oh, eggnog with nutmeg.
Matt's eggnog with nutmeg.
Shout out to Matt. So, yeah, pumpkin Lord's Supper.
That sounds horrible. No one should ever use that.
It's
No.
straight up sacrilegious. So, how much time are we at?
I don't know.
You should
Like
check.
30 minutes.
Alright.
Wait, what?
That's pretty good saying the
Oh, I
fact.
need to be about leaving.
Right now?
Not right now. I can stay a little longer.
Okay. Whenever
Okay.
you gotta go, just
We don't
let
have
us
as
know.
much content as normal, so
We'll probably run shorter on time than normal.
yeah, so it'll be Gucci. I
Pixel book?
Pixel Book Go.
Pixel book, go. I don't even know what that is, but
I mean, the Pixel Book's already going enough for me, so I don't
It's
know.
it's the new name.
you
They're on Tuesdays.
Is there a normal Pixel Book, or is
Yeah.
it just now called Pixel Book Go? Like
The
everything.
new one is going to be called Pixel Book.
Is
Go.
there a new one that's just called Pixel Book?
No,
No, the old
so
one was called
the new
Pixel Book.
one is going to be called Pixel Book Go.
I know, but like, so you know how it's like you usually have like phones come out and you've got
Oh.
the XL. Is it
No,
now
this is what it's
all of
called
the
now.
ones just called Pixel Go?
Yeah, all the new ones I think are called Go.
Okay.
And they're not out yet. They're coming out on Tuesday.
Or at least it's going to be announced on Tuesday.
Maybe I can run faster with it. I'll go on my jogs in the
Pixel
morning with the Pixel Book
Plus 5
in
agility.
hand.
And then
yeah.
you have to, and then the next day you have to test it out with the Surface Pro Go.
And plus 10 intelligence.
Plus 10. Oh, yeah. Just eating that hash brown.
Crunch.
So,
Oh yeah.
Adobe is giving refunds to Venezuela for some reason.
For some
To the
reason.
entire
No, because like U.S.
country
sanctions, there
of
was this
Venezuela.
thing
U.S.
where
sanctions.
Adobe, because of U.S. sanctions, Adobe had to take away their subscriptions from everyone in Venezuela with no refund, just straight up take it from them. And then a few days later, then they like worked it out where they can refund the Venezuelan people.
The Venezuelans.
Don't ask me what those U.S. sanctions were, because I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Dude, what would you do if you like woke up and someone just like
Look,
took the service away
I've
from
got
you?
good
Took the
conversation.
service away from me?
So what do you guys think about the vape ban that Trump's trying to pull?
We've already talked about this, haven't
Probably.
The vape ban?
I mean, it's happened in which state already?
we? Well,
I forgot.
Michigan and New York has been banned for several weeks now.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about like Trump specifically going for it.
He's trying to make a nationwide ban.
A nationwide vape ban?
Or is it
Like
vape
a-
banned or is it vape flavors?
Vape ban, just in general, all vape.
So like all like nicotine products or just like the vape stuff?
Just vape, electric cigarette. You can still have a cigarette, but not an electric cigarette.
Yeah.
Well, then what's the point?
It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's like, it's their free will to have some
Their
vape.
choice.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. And it's helping people get off of cigarettes. And, like, nicotine itself isn't bad for you.
If you smoke it, it's pretty bad.
Well, it's all the products that make it addictive and really bad for you is what they put in cigarettes, like tobacco. And that's the actual stuff that causes lung cancer.
Yeah.
Nicotine is is the best cognitive enhancer that we've been able to find just by itself. Nicotine by itself. So it's not.
So you're gonna go slap on like one of those nicotine patches like before you go take a test?
No. And because we've only had we've had plenty of research that's saying cigarettes are bad for you, and then recent studies have said that it's not the
Vaping.
nicotine that's bad for you. They actually tried to get mice addicted to nicotine. It took months of them trying to get the mice addicted to nicotine to where they were actually slightly addicted to nicotine. Nicotine isn't the addictive substance, it's the other things that they put in cigarettes.
Tobacco and other stuff. Yeah,
think-
I've heard like a lot of the cigarette companies put things in it to make it more addictive.
They also though are now required to put the warning bigger on the packaging, saying that like
Oh, maybe addictive?
yeah.
Yeah.
May be addictive. You just might get addicted to this. There's not
Why
a
don't you go see?
100% chance, but you might
There's
get addicted.
a 100% chance you will get addicted to Jacob though, so be careful.
That's gay.
Yeah, that is a little gay.
So
What part are you blowing on?
books. We got next up on our books.
Books? Sell or be sold?
I started like 2 days ago, and it's like actually one of the best books I've listened to in forever.
Alright, I'm gonna have to listen to this.
He basically shows how like everyone, even if your job is not selling something, then like everyone is selling something. You're like selling, like for you, he hasn't specifically talked about students that much, but like you specifically, you are selling. What were you doing with that wrapper?
I had a giant loogie in my mouth. I'm a little sick, okay?
Okay.
A
Just
little sick.
Just a little.
So like you're studying right now, so you're like selling to your professor, you know, why you should pass this exam. That's a bit
Okay.
of a stretch, but basically he
it's a
breaks
bit
it
of a
down
stretch.
to where like how everyone is basically selling something to someone, even if it's not like physically for money.
Yeah.
You're selling ideas and thoughts. You're selling yourself to people in relationships. You have to sell
To the
yourself.
devil.
Sell yourself to the devil. I don't know. He breaks it down a lot, and then also talks about like commitment and how like in America we don't really commit to stuff because if we commit to stuff, then it looks like we're a fanatic, and we don't like the reputation of being a fanatic.
What do you mean by commitment?
Like really committing to do something.
So, do most people not commit to like their job when they go get a 4-year degree in something?
Yeah, so he breaks it down to like, you know, we go on as a sales rep and, you know, we wouldn't be manager in 4 weeks. like we're not willing to commit to something in the long run. We're being like slower to commit. Like our generation that's up right now are committing to like life partners later in life than before, if at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And he talks about like, and the thing is like, I mean, it's kind of geared towards like physically selling, like people who like
Physically
he doesn't use the term. He doesn't like the term salesperson. He calls it like other stuff.
Sales is so. I've heard this term sales associate, or more of like, because I was
They're
an
just, like,
intern for
agent.
sales
Yeah.
for a while, and you're not trying to be the car salesman. It's like, this bad boy can't do this. But you're trying to be the person that more of advises them, an advisor. Like,
yeah. There's
especially in a company, because if you're just trying to sell them the biggest thing, more than likely they don't need the biggest thing unless they're
yeah.
a bigger company. So, and I guess that can go in with everything whenever you're trying to
Yeah.
sell
I'm
your
only a
idea.
couple. The book's like 11 hours, and I'm only like a couple chapters in. But just from like literally a few chapters, it's already been like really helpful. And it's also cool because on Audible, then the actual author reads it, so that's always cool.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good reading voice.
A reading voice?
A reading voice. He's
Does
like,
it sound like...
Ooh, have you guys listened to Love Does by Bob Goff?
No.
is that a real name?
Bob Goff, yep. Oh, wait, sorry, were you done with your book?
I was, yeah. I already scrolled on.
Okay, so Love Does by Bob Goff. That is a really good book.
What is it about?
Tell me more. You can't just say that.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. No, it's so this dude. It's also the author. It's on Audible, and the author reads it. So this guy is talking about love. Doesn't just the basis of the book is love doesn't just say I'm there for you. Love is there for you, and one of his examples is he wanted to. Right, he decided to drop out of high school, right?
Okay.
And move up, I forgot where, but anyways, move up to the mountains so he could pursue his dream of rock climbing. And so he goes and tells one of his best friends, it's like a couple years older than him, and tells him that he's going to go and just wanted to say bye. And this guy says, I'm there for you. His friend says, I'm there for you, and decides he's going to go with him and be there for him and be the person that does, not just say I'm there for you and then doesn't go with him. He was actually there for him. And so they're up there for like a week, or less than a week. It was like 3 days. They only had like $100 to live off of, and he's trying to get a job, and nobody in the canyon is hiring him. So he ends up.
He turns to prostitution.
Yeah, that's actually what happens.
Can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
No,
so
no,
I
I'm
was
getting-
joking.
No,
Yeah, I figured
I
you
mean,
were
I am
joking.
joking. I am joking.
Oh,
Bro.
I thought you were being serious.
This is the PG podcast. We do not condone any of this.
But
Stay in
anyways,
school.
he ends up, and the person's still there with him, sleeping in the back of a tent that they found at an RV's place that they just crawled into the back of. And ends up, he can't get a job. Nobody's willing to hire him, and he goes back and finishes high school.
Big
And- yeah, big oof. Big oof. After he goes back, he realizes that that day that he asked, or he was telling his friend to leave, the night before, his friend had just gotten married. And, well, had not just got married. The night before they got back from their marriage.
Like their honeymoon?
No, like they just gotten married and then...
The night before?
Well, not the night before. They just got back from, like, where they were. They were...
Wedding?
The wedding. But it was, like, a couple states away. So,
Okay.
anyways, they got back from the destination wedding, and he realized that as he got back, this person just got back from his wedding and was still willing to go for a couple days with his friend and prove that he really is there for him. And that's what love does. And I know none of us can really be that extreme. It's really hard.
Basically, David and Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's really hard to be that extreme, but it's just, and that's what the book is about. Actually doing.
That's
What
pretty
was it
cool.
called again?
Love Does by Bob Goff. I'm
Love
surprised you guys
Does.
haven't heard of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't heard of it.
Golly!
I'm sorry. So,
Video game news? Is there any?
let me see.
We already talked about Fortnite. Ooh, Doom Eternal.
The
is
what?
about to come out.
Doom?
What is?
Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah, it is.
Holy crap. That is my favorite game, Doom. Best campaign ever. Have you guys played it?
I've played it, but I don't
Not in
have
like
it.
10 years.
Well, have you finished the campaign?
No, I haven't.
You need to finish the Doom 2016 campaign.
Not the old Doom.
Oh
Not the old Doom,
no, I only played the old Doom.
I played
like
the
on my
old Doom, too.
PlayStation 1.
but it's just, it's...
But of course, back then we just called it PlayStation.
The PlayStation.
it is so good.
How good?
Like, better than the Halo campaigns.
Well,
That's pretty good.
Like, that is my favorite campaign.
but is it better than the Uncharted campaigns?
I haven't played Uncharted, so I can't.
That's a hard no.
No, I mean, you gotta see the music is just everything about it. So it's a fast-paced game. You're constantly moving in it, especially like if you play on a harder one. But they do good storytelling throughout it.
You're
But
basically describing Sonic 06.
No.
pretty much, yeah. No.
Oh my god. Did you play Sonic with it? Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Heard of how trash it is?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just so. It's easily my favorite game, and best campaign ever.
Fat bet.
Alright.
Fat bet. I'll buy the hash brown
The hash brown.
for next time. I don't know if I'm coming back next time, guys. See ya.
Alright, so the PS4 update will allow 16-player games and Android remote play. Because previously, only on Sony phones could you do this. But then Sony's like, hey, we're trash. So now we're just going to allow remote play to be for all on Android. So that'd be cool,
Just have an app you can control your PlayStation with
basically.
on your phone. I mean, it's,
Without having to get a Sony phone.
yeah, it's not that cool, but the fact that it was just limited to Sony phones before is kind of dumb. So
Well, maybe they're trying to control a monopoly.
that's true.
But is it considered a monopoly if no one's using it?
Nope.
It's like buying those blue properties on Monopoly, like the deep blue ones, the dark blue ones. Nobody ever lands on them. Like,
I'm
yeah.
straight up gonna just land on all of them now on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna manipulate the dice.
Well, have you noticed that nobody ever lands
I
on
haven't
those?
played Monopoly in a couple years.
Well,
Nobody lands on one.
you don't have childhood. What?
I said a couple years.
It's true. Okay.
But anyways, so the moment that everyone was waiting for, the big reveal for the next PlayStation game came out this week, and it broke the internet. Do you know what the next PlayStation is gonna be called?
PS5.
Yes. Mind
And
blown.
have you looked at the PS5?
It looks sick.
It's like a box, but with rounded corners.
Yeah, what was that?
A box, but with rounded corners.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Basically.
But like, I don't even know why people are buying PSs anymore. Xbox, you can just get you can at this point get a gaming PC that's just as good for the same price.
Or next year you can do what I'm gonna do and order the PS5, pre-order it, because you can play like a lot of PlayStation games, and that's like all you need.
Because the PS5 is going to be backwards
if-
compatible all the way back down to PS1. Because they
if
finally
you
has...
get-
And that's all I have. The PS1, 2, and 3. Skip the 4.
No, if you get a PC, then you have a device that can do way
Okay.
more than just a PlayStation can do, and it games
That's
better.
partially true, but it's different than an Xbox, because Xbox has like basically no exclusives that are worth buying now. PlayStation still has
got
a
Halo.
lot of exclusives.
Halo's the only
That's
thing
true.
Xbox has.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I prefer PlayStation over Xbox.
That's what
don't
I'm
get me
saying.
wrong,
If,
but
between the two, like if you are an Xbox fan, like I would get that because I mean you can play nowadays. You can play basically PC game, your Xbox games on PC, no issue. Either through the service or they come out because they're the same company.
But, like, you can get-
Microsoft.
most of the PlayStation exclusive games you can get on PC. There's a lot of them you can.
No.
No.
Which ones?
Like God of War.
God of War? I don't. Okay.
Need for Speed.
Okay. But you can get like the Tomb Raider. You can get Uncharted.
Tomb
You
Raider.
can get Uncharted.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider is an Xbox exclusive, isn't it?
No,
Nope.
Wait.
Tomb Raider's
Oh, wait.
PlayStation.
I always get those mixed.
You do. You always say Tomb Raider's Xbox, it's PlayStation. Ratchet and Clank. Wait, I don't think that's PlayStation exclusive.
That's not an exclusive.
But, I don't know. I like PlayStation.
PlayStation's pretty cool. I had a place like I always played PlayStation 2 like growing up, and I don't know. I really like the fact that this one's gonna be backwards compatible.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
important.
a big PS1 and PS2 and even PS3 library. I mean, obviously those are older games, but
And that
at
does
this
make
point-
sense.
I mean, some games don't age bad. Some PS3 games are still
Like
decent.
Warhawks, have you ever played that game?
Warhawks. I don't think so.
Yeah, it was a very unknown game, but
Was it? Could you like build in it a little bit?
no, it was.
Wait. Oh,
It was like it was mainly about flying airplane. It was a battle game, like first person. It was a third person or first person. I had spent forever since I played
about
it
second person.
because we played it whenever we had the PS3. So
Yeah, I don't have it.
I'm
Wait.
looking it up. No, I didn't play that.
it's so much fun.
You said it's
it
a
was
flying game?
well, it's based around that because it's like flying mechanics were really good, just airplane mechanics.
Okay, I know I didn't play it.
They're really good, but it didn't have a campaign. It was mainly just get on the ground and shoot each other. It was really simple,
Sounds
but it was
fun.
super fun, and it was pretty high graphics for the time. PlayStation 3. It
Yeah.
came out with PlayStation 3.
Oh, so this is for like 2006
Yeah.
or 5 actually. 5. So TV shows, unless we have any of the other categories. Zach,
No, we don't have anything
skipping
else.
all that.
Yeah.
The Amazing
haven't
World of
been-
Gumball.
So we talk about new stuff,
Okay, new TV
and,
shows.
And
I
Gumball's
can't.
trash.
Gumball's trash.
You think it's trash? Are you serious?
Wanna fight me?
I will fight you. You want to make a scene?
As long as it has nothing to do with Gumball. It's not a scene from Gumball. I'm good.
Why do you not like it? It's so good.
Trash.
It's so good. I mean,
I
SpongeBob's
grew
better.
up only watching like 80s and 90s cartoons, and then to see some of this trash from
It's
like
not
2010. It's so
It's kind of funny, but like it's so different.
It's just supposed to be so dumb. It's not supposed to mean you're not supposed to take it by anything. It's just so dumb. That's why it's great. It's like SpongeBob.
My time as a child was precious. I had Ninja Turtles to go play with. I didn't have time to waste watching retarded things.
Well, we had Ninja
SpongeBob.
Turtles to shoot with a pellet gun.
Basically.
That's what we did with our Ninja Turtle action figures. We were like, let's see if we could make him fall off the fort.
Basically.
Dude, Ninja Turtles were great.
What do you
I
mean
know.
were?
Ninja Turtle movies were the
great.
creepiest things ever. Ugh, I could not watch those.
Even the the first ones.
Yeah, no, they were like those guys in masks, especially at that age. I was like,
Freaking iGen kid.
Basically.
like I don't know how they
you
were the
didn't watch
heroes.
like the 90s animated series?
The 90s animated one. I've watched part of that one, and I don't remember it too well. I just remember the movies where the guys were in the costumes.
The 90s Ninja Turtles cartoons, A1.
Those were, yeah.
You don't like the
On-
new Ninja Turtle cartoon?
No,
That's
not
trash. That's
as
the
much.
trashiest thing ever.
Not the trashiest thing ever.
It's not, yeah,
Well,
it's
you
not the
can't
worst
call
thing ever.
that trash. You can't call a Gumball trash and say that that's not trash.
You have
I don't know.
a decent point.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
Gumball's
okay.
got actual creative writing.
That's true.
The
That's
90s
not
cartoons
creative.
were like more
It's just
edgy.
like the only creative part is Ninja Turtles, which isn't even creative because those were already created.
I don't know.
Because it just goes by the normal like random script that people want.
Okay. Would you say that like the 90s and 80s cartoons were just like more edgy?
They were a lot more edgy just because people cared less.
I was about to say times were different.
Times were definitely
I'd say
different.
90s is edgier than 80s. Because
Yeah,
90s
90s
was
was definitely edgier
So
than
90s was like
Oh, I thought you said 90s and 80s.
90s were
Well,
like their
yeah.
parents were the hippies, and they just came off of like the 80s decade, which is still confusing to me. I think the 80s decade's overrated, but that's a different topic for a different point. In the 90s, you got like all this like new like rap music coming out and like all this like punk rock coming out.
Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, let's make some edgy cartoons.
Dude, freaking the Batman animated series.
It was pretty
That
dark.
was edgy for the time.
Yeah.
No, it's like there was
Like there were episodes that
Just
my
everything
parents wouldn't let
about
me
it.
watch just because they were like really edgy.
Bruh.
everything just about it was. It's just 'cause a lot of it is because people cared less. It was just a cartoon, but now people see it as like some hidden bad message, but it's not
Yeah.
really. It's a cartoon.
No, that was great. It was a great
I
cartoon.
love Gravity Falls though.
Gravity Falls is good,
I love that show.
but you know it's better.
You say Gumball.
Not
Gumball, yeah,
Gumstar. Nah.
What about
Gravity
regular
Falls.
show?
Gumball's way better than regular show.
Nah. Regular show.
Gumball was kind of the first, right? Gumball came before Adventure Time.
No,
No.
Adventure Time came first.
Adventure Time came first.
That was like the pioneer of like the new age cartoons. I feel
Yeah.
like there was an
But
in
Gumball is like- you like
of
SpongeBob?
Chowder.
I didn't really watch it growing up.
I didn't either.
It wasn't
Everybody's
until
so uncultured.
it wasn't until more recently, like high school, where it was popular.
To talk about.
It was before memes were. I mean, memes were around, but they weren't
weren't
as big of a deal.
Mainstream.
And so like, it was just pop cultural, and so then I was like, you know,
SpongeBob.
yeah, it's a weird time to be alive. And then so these other two for the TV show, these two facts I put in are irrelevant because like Blake's not here. So they were like facts about Friends,
Oh,
but
yeah, I haven't watched Friends. Have you seen Friends?
I've seen part of them and it's like trash.
you're trash.
They're not that trash. Like
That's I
for-
can't stand that stupid laugh that's in the background. There's like some fat dude sitting there like.
So, yeah, that's the only thing that.
The
yeah,
laugh tracks.
the laugh track's pretty bad.
Laugh
and it's
track
just
is
like, and
pretty
it does it like every second. It's like,
does it
oh
a
wait,
lot.
we
I-
didn't have a
on
laugh
you-
track.
There was this YouTuber that like played Friends and he took out the laugh track and it was like really awkward. It was really funny. But anyways, so Batwoman debuted in the CW and it's the lowest rated Arrowverse show for like the opening debut.
Well, because it's trash.
Did you
Nobody
watch
wants
it?
a lesbian. No, I didn't watch it, but just end of story. Nobody wants a lesbian as a superhero.
I think there's several 100,000 people that disagree with that.
Have you seen the actual like community ratings of it? There's Rotten Tomato ratings, but
Yeah.
the community ratings got 10%.
Big oof.
Big oof.
Yeah.
And you'd think that. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. Nothing.
So yeah, Batwoman. People aren't a fan.
Have you seen Louder with Crowder? You don't know. Okay. Anyways, that's a YouTuber, and we watched that.
I've seen Jacob Crowder. Wait, did I just make up a Crowder name?
I think you did.
Oh, I said Joshua.
Well, it's not Louder. Crowder is his first name.
Crowder's the guy's first name?
I think so. I don't know.
Like Crowder
It
David?
said Louder with Crowder is the name of the
Oh.
show. Anyways, he talked about it. That and the Joker movie that just came out.
Bruh, I still want to see that.
And yeah, it's just I think mainly with the problem with them making a lesbian is the thing is they put so much political stuff in it. If they're gonna make lesbian, you know the person's just gonna be political about it. And nobody. When do you want politics in your movie? When I want to watch a movie, I don't care if the
TV.
director
I-
is a Democrat. I just care that the movie doesn't have politics in it because all I want to do is watch the movie about superheroes.
If I wanted to watch a movie with politics, I'd go watch the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah.
Why do people hate those so much?
Bro, I liked Revenge of the Sith a lot.
Yeah, same.
I even didn't mind Attack of the Clones that much.
The first
I mean-
one was the only thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the
Being like a little...
sequels more, but the prequels weren't bad to me. Like
Revenge of the Sith was my favorite one for a long time. And then even when I was... Attack of the Clones came out when I was like, what? 8, 7, 9? Somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I was thrilled. There's like dozens of Jedis going out there attacking all these guys.
you
It
know
was
what
like
was
the
so
coolest thing ever.
confusing as a kid is I thought all the prequels came out before the sequels, so I was always like, Why do these ones have lower graphics?
Yeah, well, I didn't have that issue because I mean it's cool.
Well, I didn't have an issue with
Why
it,
do
but
we
it was
have
just
Because
these on
like
they already,
VHS,
you
but
weren't
these are
born
on
when the
DVD.
first you weren't born when the first like 2 probably, or at least the first one.
when
came
was the
out.
first one came out?
I think it was 99.
99. Yeah.
Because I think my mom was pregnant with me, and when they went and watched that in theaters,
Which one? The
Phantom Menace.
no.
So I think that had to been 99. So yeah. Anywho, the trailer for Jungle Cruise came out yesterday, and it looks kind of fun.
Jungle Cruise.
Yes, we talked about this a few months back.
The heck's a Jungle Cruise? I'm
You
sure
know
we
what
talked
Jungle
about
Cruise
it.
is?
No.
It's a movie that Disney's bringing back from the dead from like a long time ago. And basically, it's this person that needs to do a thing, but they have to get there. And they have to take this jungle cruise to get to this forbidden place. And the cruise guide navigator person is The Rock.
The Rock.
So it's The Rock in a
typical.
Disney kid movie. So it's basically him in Jumanji with his Jumanji costume on.
So it's like
But it's PG.
non PG-13 Jumanji.
Or just PG Jumanji.
A PG Jumanji. Okay.
I like the non PG-13 Jumanji more
But Jungle Cruise is like,
rather than
hey.
PG.
that's like a Disney classic right there.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there's like a ride in Disneyland. Jungle Cruise. Where you actually go on the Jungle
Disneyland or
Cruise.
Disney World?
Land.
Then I probably wasn't. I
I've
don't
never
know.
been. Oh, I've been to Disneyland once.
Same.
And I was like so young. I can't remember.
Same.
Rip.
Well,
And then,
all I hear about it is just like the worst place because it's just a bunch of sweaty kids running around.
Disneyland's
I beg to
like
differ.
the
That's
best
what I've
place ever.
heard. Not-
Disney World. They're different. Anyways. Also, the trailer for Onward, the second trailer for Onward came out. Do you remember
Is this
what that
another
one was?
Disney? Yeah, I remember.
This one
we
was the
talked about it a
Pixar
lot.
original with Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Dude, that's gonna be good.
Chris Pratt is all you need to make a movie good.
I can't agree anymore.
I was yawning. Okay.
Wait, was he in the Wall? The great what was it? That we went to go see with Michael? No,
No,
that was
That's
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, and
For
that
some reason I thought it was
movie
Chris Pratt. Yeah, that one was
was
trash.
horrible.
Well, he was saying is all you need is Chris Pratt. It'll be a good movie. And for some reason, I thought he was in that one.
No, that was before he was famous. At
Chris
that
Pratt?
point, all he had was
Parks
and Rec.
which
That was
wasn't
before
famous then.
Guardian. No, actually, that was after Guardians. I think.
He got famous with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but he
But,
started
I
making
mean,
a
well,
name in Parks.
Parks and Rec.
He started making a name in Parks, and he was in Jurassic World.
That was after.
That was after Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was 2014.
Yeah,
The
you're
first
right.
one came out in 14. Anyways, so yeah, they expanded on the trailer, and it actually is. So we know a little bit more about the story, and basically, the dude turns like 16 or something. And remember, he's like a troll person, or remember, it's like the old fairy tales, but like in the modern day where they don't have all that magical stuff anymore.
Yeah,
They're just so.
I watched the trailer.
It doesn't.
a while
Remember, it
ago.
doesn't look super creative. But this was the second trailer, so we're able to see a little bit more. And basically, it's his birthday, and him and his brother, his mom's like, "All right, I guess their dad had passed away a long time ago. I don't know why, but their mom's like, "All right, up in the attic, your dad told me to give this to you when y'all are both over 16 or something." So he goes up there, and it's like this staff thing, and it's instructions to bring him back to life for one day.
The
But
heck?
he can't wield it correctly. The spell's too powerful for him, and he like falls down. And so all that he made of his dad was like his feet to his waist. So it's just a
What?
pair of legs. And
That
they
sounds retarded.
basically go on this journey. I can't even say it without laughing. They go on this journey to like create the second half of their dad for a day.
Oh,
It looks visually stunning, if that helps. It'll have
anything
good voice
Pixar
acting.
makes is gonna be visually stunning.
It's not always a good thing though, because The Good Dinosaur was visually stunning.
But
And
it
had
was
a
a trash
bad
movie.
script.
Yeah, I mean that little kid didn't even have nipples. That's honestly what bothered
called
me most about that
evolution.
movie. I was like, it's just
Oh,
hard
yeah?
to look at him.
You know what? 90s Batman stole him from him.
What?
The 90s Batman stole him from him.
Like the live action Batman movies.
I didn't.
They
Really.
put like nipples on the suit.
Oh.
You
You've
never
never
that?
heard of this?
No, I
It's a
haven't.
meme.
Yeah, it's
His
basically
bat
a meme.
nipples on his over his costume. It's really weird.
It's like incorporated into the suit, and it looks retarded.
That is pretty bad.
So yeah, all right. Last bit of news we got is Disney is wanting to not rent but buy Spider-Man back.
Wait, I thought they already did that.
No, they made a deal for. He's basically a rental.
So they're just renting him again?
Yeah,
No,
that's
they're
what they've
gonna
been doing.
buy him.
No,
back.
I
They're
know. I
gonna be
thought they
like,
actually bought him.
No,
Oh.
dollar,
they
dollar.
got him for like Amazing Spider-Man 3 and an Avengers movie or something. The
That's
deal
it?
is even less than the last deal.
Oh. So there's
What did you guys? I haven't watched the new Spider-Man. What did you guys think of it?
You haven't watched any? Wait, you didn't watch the new one?
The new one. The new one.
The one with
Homecoming.
Mysterio?
No, not Homecoming. I've seen that one. The
Oh,
one with
Far
Mysterio.
From Home?
Yeah, Far From.
That seems like a long time ago by now.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that was right after Avengers.
Because my family
good.
thought it was good.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it wasn't as fun. It was still funny. It wasn't as funny as his other ones because it was coming right after the blip. Is that what they called it?
Well, I feel like they could have made that really good.
Part of it still hung up on like Tony Stark and that relationship, which is a little irritating because it's like
Well, I mean, I could understand it a little bit, but I guess I haven't seen it, so I don't know how much they
yeah,
did.
but no, it was good though.
It was pretty good.
I mean,
I mean, you
we
get
all know
character
that Tony
development with
Stark
Ned.
is just going to be brought back to life.
Well, and he is.
Otherwise,
he's
Marvel's
in.
just
He's
going
in.
to die.
No, he's already coming back in a movie. He's gonna be in the Black Widow sequel.
He is. I
Yeah.
didn't know Black Widow had a movie.
Yeah, she's got a movie coming out. I think like next year, and he's in it. It's like a sequel before.
A prequel
Something.
sequel.
Yeah, prequel. I meant. So, anyways, I think what Disney's offering right now is $5 million
5 million?
to
That's-
buy him.
I feel like that was a low number.
I feel like it.
It's
is
lower
a
than
lot.
what Sony was demanding, but
They were demanding how much?
$10 billion plus
Yeah.
30%.
10 billion?
Like
how much they
in
were-
original negotiations when they were trying to they felt they couldn't come to an agreement with the deal, like 2 months ago by now or whatever, then they were wanting 10 billion, which is
That's a high number.
that's
But 5 million is a really low. Well, like how much movie
wait
did the last?
did I say 5 million? I meant 5 billion.
Okay, I was like that's a really low number. I
you
mean,
said
you could
5
buy
million.
a small company for that.
Yeah, 5 billion.
That's
Endgame
a
made,
lot.
or yeah, they were asking 10 billion originally.
Endgame made.
I
how much?
forgot. I think it was a little over 5 billion.
I think you're right.
Well, how much did the newest Spider-Man movie make?
Probably.
Less than 3. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, if it made 2 billion, right, then he's worth 5 billion. Because you're thinking 2 movies later, if they both make 2 billion,
The freak.
then you've probably made your money back, and that's only in movie theater. That's not including all the movies bought after that.
Yeah, so I don't know. All I know is Spider-Man's cool.
Spider-Man is cool, but Star-Lord's cooler.
Not as cool as this podcast being over.
Yeah.
Shrek, I'm a donkey, and Beta Lost.
All right, we're out of time. We'll catch y'all next week.
Say bye, Jacob.
See you guys.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bye, Jacob.